Hi Aries. So by the title below, you can see that this is your October 2018 tarot reading. Um, so yeah, I'm just gonna hop right into it. So throughout October, just some brief astrology. It will be Libra season, but on the 23rd or the 22nd, it will transition into Scorpio season. So let's see, what am I thinking for Aries? What is it going to be like during Libra season? This may be a little tough for you, Aries. It may be just a little tough. You may have people feeling like they can tell you what the fuck to do. You know what I mean? So this may be a little tough for you to grasp or deal with if you don't have a lot of air placements, or maybe, Libra, that's placed well in your chart. But nonetheless, I don't think that there will be too much, but let's go ahead and see what comes up. All right, so alrighty, the beginning of October, we have our first card came out. So the beginning energy of October is the Ten of Swords. So right away, we're definitely feeling some betrayal, some backstabbing, maybe beating a dead horse on something that you know needs to end, or something that you want to end, but for some reason it keeps happening over and over. Okay? So to start off, we have the Tower card. So we're starting off October definitely with a bang. And like I said, being that you are an Aries, this may be a little tough to deal with, just because this energy is more about equality and getting things on an equal level, and Aries is more about doing what they want to do. So it's just a little, tug of war type of thing. So we have a change. You definitely probably were a part of this change, and it definitely affected you, and it was definitely unexpected. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what that involved. What does a Tower moment involve? What does the Tower moment involve for Aries? Okay, so we got two cards. So it involved someone who was manipulating you, or maybe someone who was a fuck boy or a fuck girl. It can go either way. Someone who was kind of like got what they wanted and then they left, whether it was sexually, financially, emotionally, physically, it doesn't matter. But somehow they got what they wanted and they left. This could have been even a job situation, something that was very temporary. But for some reason, we have the Ten of Wands in reverse, indicating that either this person... Oh, I dropped the card. Indicating that either this person or the situation, there needs to be more added to it. I almost feel like there wasn't enough substance or something. Like, it could have been more than what it was. But for some reason, it got really, minimalized to... maybe just like friends with benefits, or I don't know. Let's look more into it. Let's just go on and see what's said. Okay, so maybe this was something that emotionally you dealt with this person or the situation, simply because you were bored, simply because you needed to shake things up. But now I feel like they made you not necessarily fall in love, but it's someone or something that is always on your mind. But I feel like it was an unexpected turn of events, almost like you weren't expecting for them to, to do this, or you weren't expecting, whether it was a good thing or a bad thing, you were not expecting them to come into your life and cause so much of a stir up as they're creating. I do think this is probably an earth sign, so Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. So, moving on to the the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So, maybe this was access denied, or some type of advice or financial help was denied. So, if you apply for some type of financial services or aid, maybe there's a no answer. This could also just be you denying or being in denial about something that you need help on or need help with. So let's see what needs to be fixed. What is it that needs to be fixed? What is it that needs to be fixed in this Aries life in October? Okay, so we got two cards. So we have the Seven of Pentacles, and then we got the Strength card in reverse. So right off the bat, I do want to say that I feel like you need help in maybe structuring your day-to-day routine, maybe structuring how you get your money, or maybe structuring some discipline so that you can consistently make money here. So on a financial aspect, You may be feeling like you need just help on that area of your life, whether you need help on making more money, or maybe you are working long hours and lots of jobs, maybe you have 2 jobs, but for some reason things are just not meeting up, or maybe you're having a really hard time understanding and organizing your life or your routine. Then we have the Strength card in reverse. So some of you could have been, gotten sick, maybe gotten injured, maybe just feel weak, or maybe not confident enough to go out there, and if you do something that requires you to look good every day or whatever, maybe you just haven't been feeling confident, or you may just feel like you don't care about like your everyday routine is weak. Maybe you feel like you just need to shake things up, or maybe you feel like that because the person or that situation that you were dealing with in the beginning, that you kind of are thinking about a lot, they kind of taking your focus off of money, I feel like. So now you were so focused on maybe entertaining them or spending time with them, or spending your time with them instead of making money. Maybe now you're hurting financially because of that. Or maybe now you weren't paying attention to your money and you let things slip, and now you have to deal with the consequences because you were focused on something else. So moving on, we have you here, Aries. This is the Fool card. So, this is new journeys, new beginnings, but this is also optimistic about the future. So this is, really cool. And I feel like you have someone watching your back, whether you know it or not. So let's go ahead and see what this new journey entails. And I think this journey will carry into Scorpio season for you. So we have the Two of Cups. So a lot of you will be getting into or solidifying your relationships that you have been dabbling and dipping in lately. I also feel like you will find someone who you just really get along with, whether it's just a friend, a family member, a teacher, a coworker, someone that is just super simple to get along with, and you feel like everything is cool and chill, calm, and collected. This could also be in conjunction with the person that you feel that you are in love with. But all good vibes. And if this is a new endeavor or a new job or a new soul purpose or just a new relationship in general, definitely soak in all of the goodness that you feel from it, because it definitely is good energy. I do want to stress that. So things, who knows, it looks like things will be turning out okay for you in whatever that that love situation is, or just whatever energy that dealt with trying to get along or harmony. Okay, it looks like it definitely will be panning out perfectly in the beginning of October. So let's go ahead and go into the middle of your October. Okay, Aries, middle of October for Aries. Okay, so the energy for the middle of your October: 10 of Stars, 10 of Pentacles. So for some of you, this could be you inheriting money from, family, or maybe something like a business, a family business, or a family joint, some type of endeavor or venture that involves family. This could also be something that deals with traditions, maybe resources, maybe advice that you learned from way back when from a family member that helps you out today. This could also just be, what was I going to say? Finances, like just having security, like kind of, I guess, doing something that you're used to maybe, and it'll yield results for you. So this is definitely energy for maybe home life or family issues. It could be money, dealing with your finances, but it could also be dealing with family and tradition. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what that's about. So we have a Virgo popping up very strong here, first off, in the middle of October. This could be a Virgo person, but this could also just be a Virgo situation, saying that, the Virgo card telling you that you need to go and kind of center yourself and get away from other people and look into yourself and kind of go within yourself and take some time to, meditate, calm down, have some self-love, maybe self-analyze yourself and kind of figure out where things are at. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what other things that it wants you to know. Hermit card. I feel like you need to take that time so that you can figure out your priorities, like where they lie for you. I feel like you need to go to yourself so that you can figure out why you feel mentally where you feel like the disconnect happened or the communication was lost. Okay, why you feel not as confident as you used to, or maybe as you need to feel. Where's the confidence gone? And then also you may I almost feel like you're losing your spark, like you're almost losing the will to fight. And when an Aries loses that, whether they're quiet or a loud Aries, it's kind of like the Aries loses its sense of drive. It loses like that spark. It's almost like if you have a sports car, but it can only go as fast as a school bus. It's not really a sports car. You know what I mean? It's missing that oomph that Aries need. So I think that time's going to come up because you need to take that time to really go within yourself, and really balance out and figure out where did it go wrong? Where did the communications go wrong? Where did the what missed the beat? What happened? And I think that this will also lead you to understanding that you have to start shaking things up. You have to start looking at things half full instead of half empty. And I think that's really going to change your perspective on things and also get you to understand emotionally how you feel about things. So let's go ahead and see. What do we need to shake up? What does Aries need to shake up in their life? You need to start getting out there, being free. And it doesn't have to be physically. It doesn't mean go outside. It just means you need to start being more apparent and being more real with your reality. Being more clear that you're not stuck, you're not hindered, you're not handicapped, nothing's wrong with you. You can do it. Whatever it is that you're trying to do or whatever it is that you're trying to battle, and almost, again, there's a tug and war throughout this whole reading so far. And it could deal with love or a Gemini in your life. You know, maybe even a Cancer. But this is definitely something emotional. It could even deal with a motherly figure. It could even deal with someone that you have a deep-rooted connection from childhood or from your home life when you were younger, or just home life now. But I feel like it's all about cooperation. It's all about working together without, without the balances being disrupted by maybe drinking too much or over telling something or hanging out with someone you shouldn't be hanging out with. There needs to be a balance that needs to be found and then finalized. As an Aries, there needs to be a line that's made for yourself. I almost feel like you need to go within yourself so that you can figure out where your boundaries lie with yourself, but also with others and how they treat you and how you treat others as well. There has to be a line. And then we go to the 10 of Swords here. So betrayal. Again, beating a dead horse. But I'm starting to think this is more of a mental energy. It's not physical. So you might not even be talking to this person or speaking of this person or speaking of the situation in public or in private or out loud. But this is something that is kind of like a reoccurring cycle, but mentally. It's something that I feel like you think about how to fix it, or maybe why is it that you can't fix it? Why is it that it needs to be fixed in the first place? And I feel like you want to figure out how to fix it and just how to make it work. I feel like that's just the energy of that. And it's something that I feel like you are very familiar with, something that you know the outcome of, something that you are far too familiar with, if anything. It's a situation that, deals with maybe money and finances, but also like supporting your family, and also something that's probably rooted in your family as well. Like, what is it? Generational patterns. It could be a curse. I don't want to say curse, but generational patterns that it's like you need to break from. But I feel like it impacts your world, and it almost, if you are to change all the things that are happening now, it's almost like erasing all of your past in some type of way. And it might make you feel like you didn't achieve the goals that you set for yourself. Almost like everything you did meant nothing. And I think you'll start to feel that more in the season of Scorpio. Just being that here, the Scorpio card is here, and it just seems like when that comes, you'll understand that there's something bigger coming for you. Just like with Gemini, I was telling them that too, so you should go check out their video if you have any Geminis in your life, or if you, just want to. But I was telling them, there's a time and a place to really decide what you want for yourself, and being that, as an Aries, I know that once you have an idea, you're very quick to go and start it. But a lot of Aries, maybe once you get to it, just like Gemini, you may just stop. You may not have that same drive. But luckily, more than Gemini's, Aries, I feel, have more of a consistent drive towards a goal. Just something that you love. If you love it, I feel like you're going to just keep going at it just because of that love, passion that you have for it. But that could also be a curse in that, you could be chasing after things that just aren't meant to happen. But as an Aries, if you want it to happen, you're going to keep going for it, right? So it's something that far too well. But I feel like it's something that it's time to put your priorities into check, Two of Pentacles in reverse. It's time for you to rearrange things. Things are not how they are. It's time to drop some things as well. Some things just need to be erased totally from your priority list. So let's go ahead and slide into your end. That was kind of weird. I apologize. Let's go ahead and slide into the end of October for my Aries. The end of October for Aries. Okay, so we got all 3 cards here. So the energy for the end of your October, one of my favorite cards, the Star card. So this could be an Aquarius that you've been waiting for, maybe someone that you've been wanting or asking universe for, and they happen to be an Aquarius. This could also just be the energy of the Aquarius and kind of using what you know and who you know to get the things you need to be created and made. Kind of like magician energy. But I feel like this is what you desire. This is your want. This is something that you have been dreaming about. But I feel like it's coming. Like it's like the magic making energy is at the end of October for you. Which makes sense because at this time you should be, or we will be, in Scorpio season, which is where you create your own reality. That is what Scorpio is all about. So in a way, it is about conjuring up some things that you want to happen for you. So let's just make sure that it's on the right way and you have the right intent. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what it's about. So we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. So you are not feeling comfortable with trusting, and you probably aren't feeling comfortable with just feelings in general and emotions. Maybe with some people, but in some type of way in your life emotionally, you are not comfortable with something. You're not optimistic about it for some reason. Let's see what that's about. What are we not comfortable about? So maybe you're not content with your dream. Whatever it is that you want, maybe you feel like you don't deserve it, or you feel like there's no way to get to it. Very far from the truth. So let's go ahead and see what this is about. Or you could not be trusting an Aquarius. That could be very true for some of you. We got the 10 of Cups. Yeah, so you feel like it's like a miracle if it were to happen. Or this is something you want so bad, but it's something that you feel like that would happen only in a million years. You know, like only if pigs fly that can happen. That's the feeling I'm getting. But why? Why is that? Why do they feel like that? Why does Aries feel that way? I guess because it's too peaceful. It's something that's almost like too perfect. It's too, it's like a utopia. You know what I mean? It's like it's too far. It's too perfect to be true. But for some of you, this could definitely be what's happening already. It's like you can't even believe that it's happening to you. That's what I'm feeling. So then we move into the Knave of Cups here. So it seems as though you're starting to become more aware of how you feel and kind of understanding the highs and the lows of what comes with all of that. This could also be dealing with some type of watery energy. So, love or home or feelings, emotions. Details on that. So it's involving change, and it's also involving an emperor, which is you, Aries. So here you are. So it's change and you leveling up is what I feel. I feel like this is you leveling up emotionally and kind of becoming more mature emotionally as well. Learning how to kind of put your authority and your power that you possess, as an Aries, and kind of learning how and when to put things together, how to make things pop, how to make things work in the way that will karmically benefit you as well as the other person. I love it. I love it. And I also feel like this is fair. This is justice. This is, equality. This is fairness, maybe even for payback for something that happened to you. I feel like this is definitely karma, but coming back in a good way for you. And then we end things off with the Queen of Pentacles upright. So this is maybe an earth sign in your life. But I do feel like this could also be you, just being like financially abundant at the end of the month. And also, this could be a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. Being very independent and kind of, bossing up and showing others or showing maybe you, like, look what I purchased, or look at my new home, or, something where they're really just on top of their money and on top of their earthly abundance, material abundance. So let's see what else I can get for that. Earth sign. Okay, so this earth sign is someone that you have already been getting signs from, but it's someone that you maybe are not sure that if they're gonna break your heart or not. This could have been someone that could have broken your heart as well. But I also feel like this is what happens to this earth sign in your life, or if it's not an earth sign and it's you, this is how this person has become because of heartbreak. Like, this is the effect of it. They start to focus only on their money. They start to focus only on what they want to have in their life. They start to focus on what they want to show off, the status that they want to possess as a human, as a person, and in this society. They start to look at things a lot differently. So really intense energy. I do feel like this is about love or maybe just emotions, but I also feel like there's like this consistent battle with mentally how you feel, financially how you feel, and then just like emotionally how you feel. But like trying to balance all of those and also try not to have, you know, like this dark ego come out of you at the same time. Like there's a lot of stuff that you're trying to balance here. And you know, being that it is Libra season, it makes sense that you are balancing, but I feel like I said, when you're trying to balance, it means trying to compromise. And for a lot of Aries, compromising is just not in the equation. You know, compromising is only meant for a few people, if any, or a few situations, if any. So just be aware of what it is that you're trying to level out, and just be patient with yourself. I feel like this month for you is going to be full of a lot of events or just a lot of thoughts. So you may be doing a lot more thinking. You may be feeling like you're moving slow, but time is moving fast. So just try to keep up with that, okay? And keep up with the time lag. But other than that, I do want to say I feel that you guys will be okay. And I feel like at the end of October, you'll see why all of this happened. You'll understand what the whole point of this is for. And I think it'll heal some type of financial part in your life. Whether that means dropping a person so that you can focus on your finances, or maybe meeting someone who helps you get your shit together. There's some type of finance and love and like getting your mind together. All of that. It's like mental, money, and being an Aries. I don't know. But yeah, leave a like, a comment, or subscribe if you resonated with this video, or if you just want to show me some support. I would really appreciate it, because I do spend my time making these videos just for you. I'm Love from a Leo. If you would like a personal reading, let me know. Just send me an email, you know, saying you need a reading, and then I'll ask you like what type of reading. I'll let you know what type of readings I do offer. And I leave all of my information down below in the description box so that you can contact me. So go ahead and do it. I'm here for you. Yeah, I'm Love from a Leo. If I'm not your favorite Leo, one day I will be. And until next time, Aries, I will see you very, very soon. Bye.